Krishnaraj here, Trend Stocks.
Hello, I'm Shashi Tharoor, and namaskar to everyone. I'm delighted to be sending you this greeting message to inaugurate the 100th episode of the Empowerment Talks. 23rd of July, therefore, is a very special day because I believe it's now just 100 days and 100 talks. The whole idea is to inspire people to empower themselves and in this process take up new ideas, revisit old ones, and encourage people to find out not just what, which we can all see from the headlines, but why and how. These are the things that really matter. I'm very impressed that there's been so much in terms of the reaction of participants, in terms of audience participation, and of course that there is now a community of people associated with the Empowerment Talks, 20,000 plus Zoom logins I'm told, and many combined views on Facebook, with more people joining daily from around the world. I want to congratulate the folks behind the conversation in doing these Empowerment Talks, because at a time when the world is facing so much of uncertainty, we must have clarity of vision, of thought, of discussion to be able to deal with uncertain times. We do need, of course, every possible way of increasing and widening our knowledge and polishing our skills. We do need to take actions to protect and promote our own interests, and at the same time we need to do it with a community of other people so that we are not alone and in some cases sad and depressed in our loneliness. The Empowerment Talks have achieved all of this, and I want to congratulate for having created this very impressive venture. I would like to wish the Empowerment Talks more success, not just to continue beyond this 100th episode, but also to empower more and more thousands of people who are tuning in. Good luck to all of you. Jai Hind.
Good evening, everyone. It's my absolute pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to this 150th episode of Empowerment Talk. It's an immense pleasure. It's a lot and lot of gratitude to people who stood with us in these many days with us. And I'm sure we touched so many people's life and they were inspired. They've taken consistent action in their life. I'm remembering each and every one, volunteers, all the leaders who stood with us in this journey. What we did, we brought the speakers from all around the world. Some of them are greatest and great speakers. Some of them are really people who went through the challenges and they become winners and champions in their areas of their life. And 50,000 people now, 50,000 plus people have attended or viewed our sessions through online Facebook, YouTube, and as well as Zoom logins together. Isn't it amazing, right? Thank you, everyone. That's one word I would like to use in this empowering conversation happening, inspiring conversation happening every single day. So that's all from me, and let me hand over to Yash to host these powerful sessions. Probably we will have a great time today. I'm really looking forward to have a music program with Shafat, and I'm definitely looking forward to have Pankaj Bunda's book launch, and also just hear an inspiring story from Pawan Agarwal today, sir. Thank you. Over to you, Yash.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you very much, Faisal, for that amazing start to the show. So Faisal is the founder of Empowerment Talks, and we started this community on 12th of April 2020 when we had a call and we are like, okay, let's have a conversation. And that's where we started scaling. And till date, we have been hosting daily shows on this particular platform. And now this particular platform is just not a platform. It has expanded and became a community. And there are so many clubs beyond it. I'll just quickly take you guys through that. But before I go, I'll start the show traditionally that I always start with. I always ask my audience to let me know which part of the world you are joining, because we have speakers joining us from India and we want to know what the audience is and what is the audience feeling today. What are you guys feeling today? What I am very happy today because we have reached this milestone. So go into the chat box and let us know, and where are you joining us from, and what is the feeling that you are bringing to the show today? What is it that you are bringing to the show? Now, when we started, there was this simple whys we started with: to deal with this uncertain times powerfully. When I say uncertainty, the whole world was going through the COVID crisis. And that's where to improve your skills, to keep you motivated and encourage you to take actions. The mastermind groups and the 5am club that we have started is actually pushing you out to go there and work on your habit tracking and goal setting thing to avoid loneliness and depression. We have connected you to so many global opinion shapers who have came here and been part of this community. Just a quick introduction of Faisal, a dear friend of mine. He runs his company in Dubai that helps people start up companies in Dubai. And myself, Yash, I love to have conversations with people, and I work for Al Futain Group here. And before I even go on and start the show, Empowerment Talks is all about the people. So a big shout out to all the volunteers who have joined in this community with us: Tulika, Santosh, Bhavini, Anita, Chandni, Ranira, Alexander, Kunain, Kishore, everybody. Because to do this show daily, it's not just myself or Faisal can do it. There are so many people behind it who have been bringing this show, and the community have been saying. So big thank you from myself and Faisal's side for doing all these things for us and joining our cause. And just to give you the quick brief of the numbers that we have achieved, we have got 150 plus speaker, 100 plus volunteers, 30,000 plus Zoom logins, and believe me, it gives me immense pleasure when I go about sharing that 1,000 plus lives have been transformed through this platform. Just conversations, just listening, just motivation, inspiration, goals, 5am, transformations, young ET, and whatnot. So, and these are the clubs that I have been telling about from the past some time, that the 5am club that is about, and it has completed more than 120 days now, running all the way from 25th of May 2020. Then we have ET Young, Empowerment Talks, Masterminds, and the ebook reshow. Individual links for joining the club are there in the chat box. So you go about join the club. How you can join the community is go and click on those WhatsApp groups that the link are shared in the chat box, because when you become part of those like-minded people, when you become part of those positive-minded people who pushes you to achieve your goal, that is where you're going to achieve your success. So become part of our community. Just quickly giving you the brief of the speakers who have came to the show. On our 100th episode, we have got the message that you have listened just before. And then we have Jiveshu Aluwalia, JPDV. And it's not about just the big names that have came to show. There have been very small names, but they have created big impact on this platform, from fitness, finance, education, well-being, life and relationship, and everything has been discussed on this platform. Not just from India, not just from South Asia. We have covered speakers from all over the world on this platform. So just a quick glance through of the previous speakers that we had. And a very important point, I've just covered a few of the speakers that have come on the show. Now, if you guys want to know and curious about what all happened on Empowerment Talks before, go to our Instagram channel, wherein you will get to see all the speakers that have came on this platform. The Instagram link is shared in the chat box right now. So go there and check out what, if you want to get connected to those speakers, if you are hosting similar shows, or if you want to get connected to those influencers, this is the place. Give a shout out to our Instagram page. And as we all promised, today's show is gonna be about celebration. Why not? We have reached 150 episodes, hosting shows every single day. So we're gonna be starting this show with a powerful musical performance from Shafat Ali. Now, who is Shafat Ali? Shafat Ali is a musical composer, independent musical composer, and a freelance musical producer and composer. Worked along with Azan Soni and Sufi Chaudhary in Bombay, and he's joining us from the Bombay. So big shout out to Shafat Ali for accepting our invitation and coming here and performing for us. So over to you, Shafat, to start the show with a musical performance, and wherein then we'll go about having the introduction from our guest speaker and the book launch.
Thank you so much, Yash, for your kind words. Hello, everyone. Hope everybody is doing fine.
Yeah.
Okay, the first song I'm gonna sing is called "Tujhe Kitna Chaane Lage Hum" from Kabir Singh, originally sung by Arijit Singh. There it goes.
So guys, you need to enjoy the performance. I know it's a virtual performance. I can't give you the feel of a physical performance, but we are trying our best to get you into the feel, into the mood of getting into the celebration mode. Please go ahead.
Yeah. दिल का दरिया बह ही गया, इश्क इबादत बन ही गया, खुद को मुझे तू सौंप दे, मेरी जरूरत तू बन गया, बात दिल की नजरों ने की, सच कह रहा तेरी कसम, तेरे बिन अब न लेंगे एक भी दम, तुझे कितना चाहने लगे हम, तेरे बिन अब न लेंगे एक भी दम, तुझे कितना चाहने लगे हम, तेरे साथ हो जाएंगे खत्म, तुझे कितना चाहने लगे हम. जिस रास्ते तू ना मिले उस पे न हो मेरे कदम, तेरे बिन अब न लेंगे एक भी दम, तुझे कितना चाहने लगे हम, तेरे साथ हो जाएंगे खत्म, तुझे कितना चाहने लगे हम. Thank you so much, guys.
Before he goes on and sing the next song, I just want to give you the hint of what song do you want to listen, and do drop in the feedbacks in the chat box. How are you liking the song? So the next song is which one?
Dil Diya Galna.
Dil Diya Galna.
From Ekta Tiger, sung by Atif
From
Aslam.
Ekta Tiger. So all the Salman fans in the house, give a big shout out over there in the chat box. I'm sorry I can't unmute you guys, but give a shout out in the chat box to all the Salman Khan fans, and go ahead.
कच्ची डोरियों 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 से मैनू तो बांध ले, पक्की यारियों 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 में कागजी सारी तेरी मेरे सोने सुन ले मेरी दिल दिया गल्लां करांगे नाल नाल बह के अख नाले अख नू मिला के दिल दिया गल्लां करांगे रोज रोज बह के सच्चिया मोहब्बतां निभा के सताए मैनू क्यों दिखाए मैनू क्यों एवे झूठी मूठी रुस के रुसा के दिल दियां गल्लां करांगे नाल नाल बह के अख नाल मिला के ते सजा के तू है मेरी वफा रख अपना बना के मैं तेरे लिया यारा ना पावे कदी दूरिया मैं जीना हाँ तेरा जीना हाँ तेरा तू जीना है मेरा दस लेना की नखरा दिखा के दिल दियां गल्लां करांगे नाल नाल बह के अख नाल अख नू मिला के Thank you so much guys.
Thank you very much, Shafat, for giving a beautiful start to the show. And I think all of you are in the mood for the celebration now. So big shout out and let the feedbacks for Shafat get going into the chat box right now. Let him feel welcomed into our community. He's going to be performing all throughout the show. It's not just the 2 songs that he's going to be doing. He's going to be coming back and forth into the different segments of the show and will bring in different songs that you like on the show. Now coming straight to the show, to the speaker of the day. Who is the speaker of the day? Today's speaker is Mr. Pawan Agarwal. So Mr. Pawan Agarwal, all of you guys must have heard about Mumbai Dabbawalas. Now, Mumbai Dabbawalas are famous for their logistics and supply chain. And what do they do? So Mumbai Dabbawala is an organization that has been running from past 125 years, and they have more than 5,000 members in their organizations right now. And what they do is they bring your dabbas from your house, from your tiffins from your house to your office, workplace, and all this thing. Mr. Pawan Agarwal has been working with them for past 15 years and had done research on them, and in his doctoral thesis that is about logistics and supply chain management of Mumbai Dabbawalas. He is an entrepreneur, educationalist, and is a business consultant. He's facilitated by Utkarshti Shikshak Samman and Rajiv Gandhi Puraskar. He has given talks around the world speaking about the efficiency, speaking about how Mumbai Dabbawalas have been so well, how they have achieved the Six Sigma certification, the first company in India to achieve Six Sigma certification without even applying for that. And he has been quite vocal about them and speaking for them around the world. And today, and one more important aspect about his, he's known for the unique delivery style that he has. He's known for how you go about spreading the message in a very raw way, in a way that the people take it home with them. So it's my immense pleasure to welcome Mr. Pawan Agarwal on the show. Over to you, sir. All the Mumbai fans, big shout out to you guys.
Thank you so much. I am audible?
Yeah.
Thank you, Faisal sir. Really, it's my privilege for an empowerment talk, and that too 115th talk you are inviting me. Really, it's my privilege and honor, and it's an honor of all 5,000 Dabbawalas in Mumbai, which are recognized globally. Globally, of course, they are recognized by their work, no doubt about it. Despite they are ordinary people, but working extraordinarily, Rightly, what Mr. Yes told, that they are recognized by their work, not only in Mumbai, of course they are working in Mumbai, but recognized globally. Really, friends, let me tell you, I will be speaking 20 minutes. I know that in 20 minutes I cannot change your life. बोलते हैं ना दोस्तों 20 मिनट आपकी जिंदगी नहीं, लेकिन आपकी सोच बदल दूंगा, गारंटी है, मेरा दावा और वादा दोनों है. Because not I am good speaker, of course I am good speaker, but my contents are very good. I speak what lively going on in Mumbai last 130 years. Imagine please. In last 130 years, what these people, they are delivering lunch box. Sir, in Mumbai, these Dabbawala collecting your home cooked food. They are not caterers. They collect your food in the morning. They deliver before lunchtime in your office. After lunch is over, they will get back empty tiffin same day in the evening at home. It means they are doing simple 2 deliveries. And on these 2 deliveries, I will speak 20 minutes. The delivery is important, but more than that, how they deliver, that is more important. बोलते हैं दोस्तों, काम तो हर करता है, कैसे करते हो? Really, just now एक था टाइगर song मैंने सुना. Sir, that singer, hats off to you. And really, because of my son is a fan of Salman Bhai, and I saw and I listened that song number of times. I lovely and like लगता है वही गायक है पिक्चर में. So sir, really my compliment.
Thank you so much.
जबरदस्त आवाज भाई आपने, जबल भाई. God bless you, really, God bless you. और वो भी मेरे गाने के पहले, मतलब मेरे बोलने के पहले आपने गाना गा दिया. देखो अब मेरे मुंह में बोलने के वजह गाना नाम आ रहा है, अब गाया कैसे ला दी यश भाई ने, तो करे क्या. So really friends, this is what we want to achieve for the interest of audience. And friends, last 4 months in this pandemic situation, I have given more than 122 sessions. Believe me, Faisal Sahab, for the first time I am delivering to that organization who consistently organizing 150 talks. Salute to you, really. And I am the witness for 158th. यही तो बोलते हैं ना, यश का यश है कि how we are doing all these things. Friends, now let me tell, there are some people I saw in your participant, globally all people are there. So many people have question mark, why in Mumbai, Dabbawala collect your lunch box, why you cannot carry your own lunch box in Mumbai? So mainly 2 reasons. Our customer travel local train. Tiluka ji, तुम्हारा माहिती है, you know better in Mumbai what is happening. So customer travel local train and our local train is overcrowded. So it's very difficult for our Mumbaiites to carry tiffin because they find difficult to board empty hands. Carrying tiffin out of question, they cannot carry. Number 2, even they want to carry, so they are traveling 60-70 kilometers. So it takes 3 hours for our customers from home to workplace. Suppose customer want to reach office 9 o'clock, they will start morning 6 o'clock. Still they want to carry their own lunch box. Their wife should go 5 o'clock. But sir, Mumbai husband do not allow wife to go 5 o'clock because Mumbai husband love his wife. Every Indian husband, every world husband love, but Mumbai का husband कुछ ज़्यादा ही प्यार करता है. फैजल साहब अंदर की बात कुछ और है, लतिका जी जानती है, लेकिन ऊपर की बात तो यही कि husband love his wife. He want my wife should cook 8 o'clock. सुनना दोस्तों होता क्या है? Husband start 6 o'clock, wife cook 8 o'clock, and 9 o'clock who come to collect tiffin? Dabbawala. तो मुंबई में प्रचार करता हूं मैं, जो बीवी से करे प्यार वो डब्बावाला को कैसे करे इनकार. जैसे आपके बारे में जो टॉप को करे प्यार वो एम्पावरमेंट टॉप को कैसे करे इनकार, क्योंकि यही तो है जो आपके अंदर एम्पावरमेंट ला सकता है. सर हमारे खाने में भी फैजल साहब एम्पावरमेंट है, लेकिन सर वी कनेक्ट पीपल, वी वांट बॉन्डिंग रिलेशनशिप. Believe me, sir, 130 years. So before, when they started, it's called 1890. One Dabbawala, one customer. As of today, 5,000 people delivering 200,000 lunch box. Can you imagine? दोस्तों सुनना ध्यान से, one man carrying approximately 40 lunch box. Sir, outside container, inside container, food, basket, 40 lunch box weight comes to 60 kg. In that crowded local train, in which we need empty hands, we cannot board. This man carrying 60 kg. That too, friends, before 100 years, they are carrying on head. Today also, they are carrying on head because no alternate. No alternate. The reason, friends, say example, you must be knowing, they are traveling by local train. Sir, in Mumbai, we have 3 trains. Local train, mono train, metro train. But Dabbawala can travel only by local train because they are allowed to travel by luggage compartment. Mono train, metro train do not have luggage compartment. So they can travel by local train only. So let me tell you, suppose they want to carry tiffin from platform number 1 to platform number 4. How they will carry? My dear friend, they have to carry on head. Sir, when they want to cross the road, sir, 2 kilometers divided. They did 2 kilometers. They have to lift on head. मेरा मैसेज क्या है? So despite they are recognized globally, despite they are working hard, sir, they are accepting work culture. My message is this. दोस्तों, कोई भी काम करो. आपने देखा ना आज शपथ भाई ने सर गाना ऑनलाइन वाक्य बता दिया. The reason when you are committed, when you are deserving in any situation, maybe pandemic, maybe corona, जो भी है यार, don't afraid of. Do it, that's it. Do it, that's it. And that's what I think the purpose of Empower Talk. They want to tell you what you are powered. You have to empower yourself. Sir, these people are doing same thing only, despite they are not qualified. Despite they are not qualified. बंदा क्यों पता है सर क्या बोलता है? बोलता है सर, I am the masters of logistics supply chain. Despite the fact Dabbawala do not know what is logistics, what is supply chain, but they are the masters of supply chain. बंदा बोलता है I may not be number 1, number 2, but I am the master. I am the master. Yes. सर जैसे आप मास्टर हो. Really, I heard in the beginning, Shashi Tharoor, my goodness. Of course, I got opportunity to meet him a couple of times, but extraordinary person. Sir, in this case, I told that ordinary people working extraordinarily. Can you imagine this? Friends, let me tell you, these people working tirelessly and no mistakes. So you know what is their error rate? 1 error in 16 million transactions. 1 error in 16 million. And because of that, yes, they got SixSigma certification. Sir, first Indian company who got SixSigma, that is Mumbai Dabbawala. Mumbai Dabbawala. Can you imagine this? Despite the fact they do not know what is SixSigma, they got SixSigma. वो हमारे हिंदी में कहावत है, मेरे दादाजी बोला करते थे, मांगे मिले ना भिक, बिन मांगे मिले मोती. Friends, Empower Talk not organized casually 158 talk. I saw number of volunteers. Sir, when you work consistently, you will get success. Yes, you will get success. Because they worked 130 years, they got success. They got success. Sir, consistency चाहिए. Number 2, sir, you want passion. They are passionate. Number 2, sir, they always deliver in time. Can you imagine? If you see on Google and see in time, on time delivery, you will find Mumbai Dabbawala on the top. Despite their delivery depend on local train, despite local train may not runs on time, Dabbawala always on time. I asked how it is possible. Banda bolta hai, Pawan ji, I am not railway minister. I cannot change train system. I can change my system. Sir, ye junoon hota hai. Junoon. See, today's we speaker travel globally, but last couple of months we cannot travel. So these type of people like Faisal Yash maybe, they are organizing our talk on webinar. Kyo? Show must go on. Number 2, yes sir, they are having 100% execution. Sir, in 130 years, it never happened. Single tiffin is not delivered. Impossible, impossible. I asked one Dabbawala, what happened here? If one tiffin is not delivered, what will happen? Customer can eat that day outside food. You know what Dabbawala replied me? Sir, if one day I not deliver tiffin, that day customer can eat outside food. But suppose that day my customer's wife put medicine for husband in tiffin, and that day I not deliver. And if something happened wrong to my customer, who is responsible? Dabbawala says, I am responsible. What is my message? Sir, every delivery is important. Why you people organize 150 talk consistently? Sahab, I'm sorry, ये 150 स्पीकर्स में लोगों को 10 स्पीकर पसंद आए होंगे. सर मेरा दावा है वो 10 स्पीकर में एक बंदा ऐसी बात बोलकर गया होगा जिससे किसी बंदे की जिंदगी बदल गई होगी. Am I right? It's a fact. लेकिन उसके लिए आपको 150 लोगों को सुनना पड़ा बॉस. आपको थोड़ी पता है कौन क्या बोलेगा. My dear friend, that's the reason. जब सांस रोज लेते हैं काम रोज करना होगा. And that may be the reason in Talk I decided to work consistently for 150th talk. दोस्तों सोचिए यार, हमारे भारत में नहीं पूरे विश्व में, globally there are many people who are working for others. We are working, we want to say that work for yourself, no problem, but work. So these people are working same way. You know why? Because they are dedicated. Number two, sir, there are two principles. Number one, working worship. Number two, customer is God. Sir, you will separate how much they charge. Sir, per month, $10. Can you imagine? Per month, $10. 60 kilometers going, 60 kilometers coming back. My dear friends, believe me, in Mumbai, for small envelope, courier person take one delivery, $5. Sometimes $1. Can you imagine? These people charging per month $10 because they believe my customers are those who cannot eat outside is costly. My customers are those who want to eat home cooked food because घर के खाने में माँ बीवी बहन का प्यार होता है. They want to share that love. They want to show that bonding. Maybe mother, maybe sister, maybe wife. So this is the culture. I don't say only Indian culture. Sir, globally, yes. अभी दुनिया ने सीख लिया है, सॉरी हमारे भारत से शायद या और भी देशों से कि बॉन्डिंग क्या होता है. Friend, I'm not dominating others. I'm praising what we found in our country. Every country is, no doubt. I saw that some Dubai, Doha, Bia. सर मैं तो 50 बार आ चुका हूं. मेरा सौभाग्य है कि सारे वर्ल्ड के लोग बुलाते हैं हमको. देखो ना आज यस सर ने कॉल किया और सर 150 शो को मुझे बुला लिया. सर इट्स माय आवर प्रिविलेज एंड ऑनर. व्हाट इज दिस? सर व्हेन यू वर्क कंसिस्टेंटली 100% you will recognize Dabbawala got SixSigma after 100 years. 100 साल के बाद मिलाया, 100 साल के बाद. So why? Because they want to work for customer satisfaction. I'll give you a couple of examples. You will enjoy to listen me what is customer satisfaction. Feather sir, I asked one customer of Dabbawala during my research, can you tell me how Dabbawala work? Customer told they are working excellent. मैंने बोला how they are excellent? They are collecting your tiffin and delivering, that's it. You know what customer told? Sir, they are not simply delivering food. Then customer told, sir, when I leave 6 o'clock in the morning, sometime customer forget his mobile spectacle at home. Then 9 o'clock, customer wife put husband mobile in lunch box and Dabbawala deliver food with mobile in the hands of customer in office. You will say Dabbawala gives value added services. Fukkat, free of charge. Silicon ma'am, पैसे नहीं है, फुकट देते थे. I told in Marathi that they don't charge money for extra services. Number two, I told one customer told, Pawanji, they are very honest. I asked how they can be dishonest. They cannot eat your food. Listen what they told. Sir, when I get salary, customer cannot carry salary in pocket. Why? In running local train, in crowded local train, customer's salary can be stolen. You know what our customer do? So when they get salary, after eating food, customer put salary in empty tiffin. Dabbawala deliver empty tiffin with salary in the hands of customer wife safely in the evening. Because my dear friends, in 130 years, Dabbawala never opened tiffin. So धंधे में, business में, customer faith is very important. They are doing. Can you imagine? So not only money, some customers sell gold, silver. Sorry, some customer wives send love letter. फैजल साहब लव लेटर भेजते हैं हमारे कस्टमर की बीवी हस्बैंड को. और आपको तो याद होगा, शरद भाई, आपको तो याद होगा कि इरफान भाई ने एक पिक्चर बनाई थी, लंच बॉक्स मूवी. इरफान भाई हमारे बीच अभी नहीं रहे, लेकिन वो किस्सा कुछ और था. सॉरी साहब, ये पिक्चर वाले कुछ उल्टा ज्यादा बताते हैं कभी कभी. हमारे धंधे में क्या होता है सर, खुद की बीवी खुद के हस्बैंड को लव लेटर देती है, किसी और की बीवी किसी और का. सॉरी ऐसा नहीं होता है. ओन वाइफ सेंड लव लेटर टू ओन हस्बैंड. तो मैं हिंदी में सुना दो किस्सा, सबको मजा आएगा. आई आस्क वन कस्टमर, तो बताए कस्टमर क्या बोलता है, पवन जी दबाव मेरे भगवान है. मतलब क्या होगा, सुनना किस्सा. सम ऑफ द अदर डे दैट कस्टमर हैड अ डिस्प्यूट विथ हिज वाइफ. एंड सॉरी फ्रेंड्स, ऑल अदर पीपल मे नॉट बी नोइंग आवर इंडियन हस्बैंड हाउ दे फाइट. माय गॉड. एंड सॉरी हस्बैंड्स, आवर क्वालिटी ऑफ इंडियन हस्बैंड, हमारे इंडियन हस्बैंड टूटेगा लेकिन बीवी के सामने झुकेगा कतई नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. देखो लिखा माम हंस रही है, मतलब हस्बैंड एक्सेप्ट है तो भाई एक्सेप्ट. ऐसे कुछ हुआ. हस्बैंड फाइटेड. नेक्स्ट डे मॉर्निंग इंडियन हस्बैंड एंग्री यंग मैन स्कोल्ड वाइफ, टोल्ड वाइफ divorce, I will not come back home. And he went to office. 9 o'clock Dabbawala came home. Indian wife, dile ke manta nahi. Despite dispute, she delivered tiffin to Dabbawala and Dabbawala delivered in office. Shafir bhai, in lunch time, husband saw the tiffin. Morning जब उसने टिफिन देखा तो husband morning angry young man become the hungry young man. So he opened the tiffin, and when he opened the tiffin, on top of tiffin, written love letter from wife. Oh my beloved, my love, I love you Lord. Forget what happened in the morning. Eat my food, it is for you. Message given by wife to husband, delivered by Dabbawala. अगली स्टोरी सुनना. हस्बैंड खाना खाता है. हस्बैंड को खाना खाने के बाद शर्म तो आती है. तो हस्बैंड brought 2 cinema ticket, put in empty tiffin and return wallet to wife. बोलता है मैं भी तुझसे बहुत प्यार करता हूँ, शाम को मिलेंगे, भूल जाएंगे क्या हुआ. मैं आपको एक सवाल पूछता, जवाब देना. इसका मतलब दो आत्माओं का मिलन करने वाला डब्बा वाला है. मैं सुनने वालों को विनम्र पूर्वक, वेरी हम्बली, नॉट प्रेजिंग, बिलीव मी, I never made anyone from Empower Top. I'm not praising them. I'm presenting them. सर मेरा दावा है 150 टॉक में पता नहीं सर कितनों की लाइफ आपने बदली होगी. दावा है, दावा है, मेरा दावा है. Friends, I believe in every business, in every personal individual person on this planet. It's happened in everyone's life. But वो समय कब आएगा किसको पता नहीं. You should go on work consistently. And you know friend, what it requires? It requires attitude approach. What it requires, friends, it requires discipline in your life. See, 7:30 बोले तो बंदों ने 7:30 को स्टार्ट कर दिया. Dot my session. Can you imagine? I think 7 o'clock exactly program start. Not 1 second कम और ज्यादा. क्यों दोस्तों? समय, time is very important. पता है दोस्तों, Dabbawala is very famous because of timing. फ्रेंड्स, ये तुम्हारे हाथ में है. नंबर 2 फ्रेंड्स, जहां तक रिकग्निशन, जैसे आपको याद है मैं किस्सा सुनाता हूं और आई थिंक लिसनर विल लव टू लिसन टू मी. सर व्हेन प्रिंस चार्ल्स वाज मैरिड, सर यू विल सरप्राइज टू नो 3 Indians invited among 3 Indians to Dabbawala invited to attend Prince Charles marriage. Can you imagine? लेकिन उसके पहले की स्टोरी सुनना, ये बॉन्डिंग बनी कैसे प्रिंस चार्ल्स की. सर इन 2003, 4th November 2003, Prince Charles came to meet Dabbawala. But before Prince Charles supposed to came, 6 months prior, British consulate phoned Dabbawala. Dabbawala, Prince Charles को मिलना चाहते हैं. Dabbawala बोलता है प्रिंस चार्ल्स को मालूम नहीं. वो बोलता है अरे लंदन के राजा है. Dabbawala बोलता है लंदन के राजा है, ठीक है. Dabbawala told, okay, we will allow him to come, no problem. वो ठीक है. Dabbawala allow Prince Charles to come. That too with 2 conditions. देखो छात्रों भी हंस रहे हैं. सर ये हकीकत 2 conditions Dabbawala. Number 1, फैजल साहब, पहली कंडीशन कि Dabbawala will give only 20 minutes to Prince Charles. Number 2, they will not go to Prince Charles. Prince Charles should come to us. कौन सा बोलता है ऐसी बात करते हो? Dabbawala बोलते साहब वो लंदन के राजा है, इनकी इज्जत करते हैं, लेकिन 2 लाख कस्टमर महाराजा है. We cannot disturb our customers for one king because they are the true king. And that's the reason our not condition request to bring Charles. दोस्तों, customer is God. मैं सुन रहा हूं फैजल भाई से, येज भाई से कंटिन्यू बिफोर सोमवार स्टार्ट हो रहा था शो कि सर कस्टमर कस्टमर कस्टमर. शशि थरूर साहब ने बोला ना कि 20,000 लिसनर्स, यू आर चेंजिंग लाइफ ऑफ 20,000. बस ये होता है एम्पावरमेंट, जो हमारे हर एक व्यक्ति के जो प्लेनेट पर है, एवरी इंडिविजुअल दे आर हैविंग एम्पावरमेंट. फ्रेंड, कोशिश तो करके देखो यार. सुनो, हम लोग वही बोल रहे हैं. Really friends, I'm a very simple person, very small person. ये तो ये बुलाने वाले हमको बड़ा बड़ा बना देते हैं, पता नहीं कौन सा प्रोफाइल दे देते, इधर टॉक किया वो मिला. सर कुछ नहीं, एक छोटे से इंसान है, हाँ, लेकिन दिल से बात करते, दिल से दिल तक. एक ही मकसद है, सुनने वालों की जिंदगी बदले, सुनने वाले अपने आप को बदले ताकि और लोगों को बदल पाएंगे. सर हम औरों को कब बदलेंगे, खुद को तो बदल यार. Number 2, friend, please don't think of pandemic situation. डरो मत कोरोना का, कोई डर निकाल दो फ्रेंड. क्यों? पूरे विश्व में है यार, all globally. It's not for you and me. Number 2, I know friends, very bad situation. I know that. I know. Friend, let me tell you, I am sorry, emotionally I'm talking. Sir, 5,000 Dabbawala, yes sir. Last 5 months, they are sitting at their villages. काम ही नहीं साहब, कोई काम ही नहीं है. I'm sorry, सर अन्नदाता खुद भूखा है, अन्नदाता खुद भूखा है. क्यों? सर काम ही नहीं करे क्या? ट्रेन बंद है. You know that without local and Dabbawala cannot deliver because sir traffic congestion, local train is economically very cheaper, many reasons, and that's the reason Dabbawala can work only in Mumbai. Why not Ashram me because local train. मेरा कहने का मकसद है दोस्तों, last 2 minutes I'll speak. Of course, then you tell me I'm ready to continue for what you want. But last 2 minutes, I want to message all youth. I know, friends, youth today want to become entrepreneur. कई लोग बोलते हैं entrepreneur, मालिक बनना चाहते हैं. मैं मानता हूं दोस्तों, मालिक बनने के पहले खुद को नौकर बनना होगा. खुद का नौकर तो बन यार. Friend, you have to work at grassroots. फिर आज हमको जोर से बोलने में मजा आ रहा है. 158 शो. मुझे पता है जिस दिन लोगों ने स्टार्ट किया होगा ना, तब सॉरी इनके क्या तकलीफ होंगी, कितना मन में डर होगा, इनको पता है. ऑर्गेनाइजर नोज. सर शुरू में इट टेक्स वेरी डिफिकल्टीज एवरीवेयर मैन. व्हाई यू आर वरिंग बट कंसिस्टेंसी. अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग. नंबर 2, पैशन. नंबर 3, डेडिकेशन. And last one, sir, commitment. Yes. If you are committed to yourself, you can commit to others. But अपने आप से commitment मांगो. I will do this. And today's youth are extraordinary. I'm sorry, they are not working ordinary. Sir, करना होगा. जब तक आप grassroots पे काम नहीं करोगे, sir, you cannot up to the sky. Sky is the limit. And today, friend, why youth are fortunate? Because this 150 speakers and organizers are there and every your footstep of life, not for only 1 hour talk. I saw and I listened in the beginning. They are ready to help you after talk. Yes. Condition, you should approach. You should request. You should tell what problem you are having. But next, you should have to work that passionately. Of course, it's my privilege and honor. सबसे पहले तो मैं शरद भाई को भी धन्यवाद दूंगा. सही में सर, मैं दोबारा बोल रहा हूँ, मजा आ गया आपका गाना सुनकर. और फिर लिखा मैम मराठीमध्ये बरं वाटलं. जे आपण म्हणतो तो जय महाराष्ट्र. आम्ही तर काय साधी ये साधी लोक आहेत आम्ही, सिंपल पीपल. ऑफकोर्स लेकिन हाई थिंकिंग, वर्किंग. एंड आई फील एवरीवन स्टे सेफ, लिव हेल्दी, एंड ऑफकोर्स आई एम ऑल्सो प्रेइंग ऑलमाइटी गॉड everyone should get success in their own work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. Faizal sir, yes sir. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pawan Agarwal, for this amazing, excited and the energized session that you have delivered on this talk right now. Now, this has been one of the best empowerment talks. I have been hosting shows for past 150 days. And if I can tell you, guarantee this, that today's episode, today's talk has been the best and best of the talks that we have had on this particular platform and has been doing it. Now, I'll straight away jump into a quick Q&A with you, and I'm really sorry for the audience because of the time limits that we have currently. So my first question to you is about, what if a Dabbawala gets on a medical leave, like sick leave, or he gets off? Like, what is the backup plans you guys have? Like, so the customer will be hungry or what?
Yes, sir. Very good question you ask, and I will request our audience to listen carefully. Sir, despite suppose sometime got sick, they want to deliver lunchbox, they will come early, and let me tell you, they are having group of Dabbawala. In one group, suppose 10 Dabbawalas are there. And in every group, yes, they appoint minimum 2 substitute. So among 10, anybody got sick, that substitute always on the toe to work in absent. Number 2, this substitute every day will be with them. So if someone got sick, no problem, substitute are there in every group. So no customer get hungry, impossible.
Okay. Now, what is like, how do you go about recruiting the Dabbawalas? Because I know, most of them are 8th class and you don't have those CVs and you don't have this, other thing, and you are organization. So how do you recruit people? Because how do you, like, is it the amount of load he can carry? Is it like, how do you go?
Yes, this is one of the most important, because this question is you call HR question, and everyone want recruitment to get recruitment and to have recruitment. So please friend, listen seriously and sincerely. I will take 1 minute maximum. Very quickly I will share because of time schedule.
I'll give a shout out to all the HR people in this show. So
really, everyone, and youth particularly. Sir, क्या होता है ना? Suppose, example, I'm not Dabbawala, I'm Dabbawala, and Mr. Yes want to become a Dabbawala. So what is their condition? Present Dabbawala should take guarantee of yes. Suppose I'm taking guarantee. What I will do? I will start to training yes every day, evening, Sunday, more time. And I will go on training till that time, till Mr. Yes will not become like me. The day when he will become me, I will bring him to my group, and my group expect Mr. Yash will work like Pawan. Suppose he work very good. If he is not working, my group will motivate him. Still he is not working, he will be kicked out of the group. What will happen? He lost job, I lost permanent reference. Tomorrow I will not allow to bring my son also into my business. What is my message? Sir, if you want to bring someone good, you should take guarantee yourself. क्योंकि दोस्तों ये हमारे बिजनेस में अच्छे लोगों को कौन लाएगा? हम लाएंगे. And you should take that responsibility. Yes, they are doing this thing.
That's a very wonderful point made, that, how do you go about recruiting and go about expanding your organization and all. You mentioned about the fact that 1 in 1.6 crore Dabbawalas gets misplaced. Like, what's the fact behind it? And there have been studies conducted by Forbes, studies conducted by so many magazines. Richard Branson visited you guys. And I think every other university in India did research on how do you do it without using smartphones, without using anything. Like, I can't imagine my day on my work without laptop, without smartphone. And you guys have achieved Six Sigma, like something like Ford couldn't afford. Like, Ford got it, and all these companies have got it way later. How did you guys do about it, and what's the success? We know the stories behind it, but how do you go about teaching those? Are you teaching the new things to the Dabbawalas, or you want to consistently be on whatever you are?
Before that, immediately I told that Dabbawala always give training to the newcomer before he comes. On-job training never is there. Before that, they will come to train, they will do all these things. But Mr. Yash, sorry, don't take otherwise. So their main purpose of the work is this. I'm sorry, friends, please listen carefully. They are not working for money. They are working for work. पैसे के लिए काम नहीं करते हैं, काम के लिए काम करते हैं. And that's the reason they never make mistake. So I believe if every individual on this planet work for work, my challenge, no one will be away from Six Sigma. Boss, Six Sigma, 10 Sigma. So Sigma is the recognition. But before that, work is a recognition for myself. What they believe, sir? My conscience do not allow me to do wrong delivery. My conscience do not allow me to not to deliver. Because banda bolta hai, serving food, serving God. I cannot make any customer not food. Banda bolta hai paap hai. Yes, sir.
Okay, if you were to give, and you have spoken to hundreds and I think 500 more talks here and there. You have given talks to all around the world. You are so humble. You are so kind. And didn't you get that feeling of, yeah, every other person of my caliber is doing that much of personal branding, that much of that visibility and all. So what is that peer pressure? Doesn't it come to you that I have that thing and why I'm not, because all of us suffer from peer pressure. The point I want to make to the audience is peer pressure when you go about doing similar things in the community.
Very true, yes, sir. Sir, you name the politician, maybe prime minister, maybe president, chief minister. जैसे आज शर्मा भाई ने गाना गाया सर, यू टेक अमिताभ बच्चन, सलमान खान, पता नहीं सर, बड़े बड़े लीडर, नेता, अभिनेता सबको मिला हूं मैं सर, कई बार मंच में किया है. लेकिन सर हमारा एक, सर मेरा भी एक मकसद है सर, या मेरा पैशन या मेरा एक मिशन है कि बस कहीं भी जाओ शाम को अपनी औकात पे आ जाओ. मतलब ये सब अपना औकात मतलब काम, तो सर आपको अपना काम ही दाम देगा ना. वो शरद इज्जत, no, it is good for satisfaction, but sir, for living you require to work, and that's the reason sir. शायद, and number two, yes sir, आपके बारे में, मेरे बारे में, every Indian के बारे में है sir, माँ बाप, mother, father had the what they give, what nurtured our whole culture. I think if you feel I am like that, naturally the whole credit goes to my mother, father. They are the only mentor for every child, every human being. I think that is what, nothing else. बाकी तो मैं, आप बोल रहे हो, मैं बड़ा मानता ही नहीं सर, छोटा सा आदमी हूँ.
But a very valid point made for all the audience that whatever is the thing you have to do, you have to come back and you have to realize who you are, and that's where your humbleness and consistency. So the main core aspects were time management. You guys excelled at every other thing that any other department or any other company can dreamt of. Now you also run this educational trust like Kamla Bhai organization, and you do have those trusts. Can you tell us a brief about what do you guys do over there and what sort of education do you provide to Dabbawala's kids and all sort of things?
Very true, very true. Yes, sir. When I was started my research, you will surprised to know I had done 9 years research and then I got a doctorate. The reason behind that, first week when I traveled with them, really I was crazy. Pagal ho gaya main. How they are working. Then I started to visit their family. I visit their children. Basically, I am an educationist. When I met their children, sir, they were not taking education. They were not continuing education because family problem, because money problem, atmosphere, many things. I decided I will give education to their children. And fortunately, I have this trust, Kamla Bhai Educational Trust, under which, Federal sir, in Mumbai, in Thane district, in Raigad district, at 3 places, we are running schools. And you will surprised to know 5,000 underprivileged children taking education as of now in these 3 locations. In that, few students of Dabbawalas, some paper wala, food wala, doodh wala, bhaji wala, patai machi wala. There are many people, some workers. So what is my purpose? My father told, when you are educationist, it is not shop, it is not company. Education बोलते हैं ना, मंदिर के बाद दूसरा बड़ा मंदिर है तो वो स्कूल, कॉलेज या एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट है. You should try to give education. You should make them educate. तो लिखा आपको समझ आएगा ये डायलॉग कि हमारा ऐसा है, जितना कमी तिता अमी. मतलब क्या? Wherever lacking is there, you should put your step at that place. Because in Dubai, in Mumbai, many people are there, but in slum area, so no one want to start, no one want to entertain. And yes, sir, thanks those supporters who, sir, globally last 15 years, globally I travel, I deliver lectures, and believe me, sir, corporate people have paid me very good amount. So what I decided last 14 years before, कि whatever money I will get from top, 100% I will spend for this education trust. And moreover, yes, sir, I am fortunate. I have 2 sons. One is chartered accountant, one is MS from America, University of Florida. Our whole family working for this. 5,000 children. And so this is what we want, even sir, in pandemic situation, we are able to distribute some educational material, some grocery material to different segments. The reason God has chosen you to do something, you should do passionately. Sir, ये उसकी कृपा है. He has chosen you. Today you are doing this empowerment talk. It's not your achievement. It's a God. He chosen you. He given you something thought to do this. और आप और फैजल साहब ने मिलकर ये शुरू कर दिया. सर, ये ऊपर वाले की करामात है. उसको आप अल्लाह कहिए, भगवान कहिए, गॉड कहिए. Sir, that's why I am always thinking कि God chosen me, I should do this. So that is the only reason, nothing else. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pawan, for a wonderful Q&A round with me. I would have last question, some two beautiful lines for this community that we have started as Empowerment Talks. कुछ आखिरी शब्द हमारे लिए.
सर, बस कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा, हिंदी में बोलना चाहे तो, यदि आपको अच्छा लगे. मैं चाहता हूँ दोस्तों, आज पेंडेमिक सिचुएशन में है, फिर भी बोलूंगा, झूलों में झूलो तुम, फूलों में फूलो तुम, लेकिन इतना याद रखना, एम्पावर टॉक को ना भूलो तुम. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I loved having, this was one of the best conversations I had on this show, and the amount of energy that you are bringing in the show, that is commendable. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
For coming here to Empowerment Talks and doing this Empowerment Talk episode number 150 with us. We are truly blessed to have you on the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now, straight away, I'll just do a quick segment. So Shafat is there in the house. So Shafat, can we have one more round of songs with you? And then straight away, we'll jump into the book launch. Shafat will do one song now because we are a bit late, and then we'll cover the other songs. So can we have whichever you are comfortable doing with?
I'm going to sing Chand Mera Dil.
Yeah.
I also want to address that there is a lag, between the voice and the track. So please bear with me, everyone.
Okay. People, you can start your videos now. We are sorry, we have to shut down the videos for a couple of times. Yeah.
Just a second.
We'll do only one.
से है दूर चांदनी कहाँ लौट के आना है यही तुमको जा रहे हो तुम जाओ मेरी जान. Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you very much, Shafat, for this wonderful performance. And stay tuned, guys. There is much more performances from Shafat in this show. And now we'll straight away jump into another major segment for today. And that is the book launch of one of our dearest members of Empowerment Talks community. And what a great pleasant moment for us to have a book launch on our show. So we are truly blessed to have someone from our community and launching the book on our platform here on Empowerment Talks. So straight away, I'll just jump into, and who is she? You guys have known her. She has been there everywhere in Empowerment Talks. She's member of 7 p.m. show, 5 a.m. club, mastermind groups, and whatnot. So straight away going into introducing her on the show. Just a second.
Yeah, screen is visible.
1 second. So the launch of the book, Dive Deep Within, and this book has been the Pongal Punita. Now she is a teacherpreneur, international motivation speaker, and English language training, a principal of a school. And this book is compilation of her morning rituals. What has she started doing and started noting down her morning routines and started sharing and compiled it within this book. And the topic itself is so much of a pleasure. And it gives me an immense pleasure that, okay, so guess who could be the best person to launch the book? I want to know into the chat box that who is launching this book on the show right now. So get your guesses running into the chat box. Who is launching the book? What is the most important person in your life whom you want your book to be launched? Like if you would have been an author, what would you have been like that who will launch your book for you? Any guesses? So the book has been launched, will be launched by MKT Ganesan, that is the father of Pongal Punita. So I'll just... You guys are able to hear the sound, right? Sari woman is what I was talking about.
இந்த பொழுதில் பெரிதுவக்கும் தன் மகனை சான்றோன் என கேட்டதாய் அந்த முறையில் என் மகள் பொங்கல் புனிதா எனக்கு இந்த ஒரு பேரானந்தத்தை ஒரு மகிழ்ச்சியை ஒரு பூரிப்பை உணர்த்துவாள் என்று அன்றே தெரியும். அதை இன்றே நிறைவேற்றியிருக்கிறாள். ஆண்டவன் உன்னை எந்நாளும் ஆசீர்வதிப்பான்.
So all of us aspire to be writing a book someday. And what is a great moment for Pongal Punita? I can see how emotionally she would have been driven right now, looking. So many people are listening to her book launch even. Straight away jump into Major V.V. Narayan, who will gonna be introducing the diver. It's the book that deep dive within. And the diver is Mr. Major Narayan, who will come over and take on the show and will go on introducing to him. So Major, please come on and say something about the book.
Thank you, Yash. It's a great privilege to introduce one and only Pongal Punita. If there is a person who is embodiment of enthusiasm, epitome of energy, and an indefatigable engine of enterprise, it is none other than the heroine of the day, Pongal Punita. A devoted mother to her two loving children, a doting teacher to all her students, and a daring friend to all her friends in need. She is an iconoclast and a trial setter in that she is the first lady graduate from our village, which has come from the farthermost district of Tamil Nadu, Thoothukudi, and she's got a lot of strings of firsts to her credit. She always instills distilled motivation to all her listeners across the globe and injects the much needed inspiration to all those who come into contact with her. I have been one of the thousands of admirers of Pongal Punitha, and like all of them, my day also never starts without going through her daily dose of motivation hitting my inboxes. Her writings are power packed, laced with practical insights, and offer great source of enlightenment. She's a constant learner who lives her life true to the maxim never stop learning, because the universe never stops teaching. She usually tells me that education always begins at school, but learning ends only with life. It is said that a poor teacher screeches, an average teacher preaches, a good teacher reaches, an efficient teacher teaches, whereas an excellent teacher hatches. Pongal Punitha's book has been launched, or rather hatched, in the great platform of Empowerment Talks, which is seeing the 150th episode today, and I have great pleasure in introducing author Miss G. Pongal Punitha, and I take this privilege to bring the whole of Chennai, rather hypnotic circle, which has given her a platform in this wonderful journey. I, on behalf of the members of the hypnotic circle and her set of admirers, take this proud privilege to introduce Pongal to this distinguished audience of Empowerment Talks. Over to Yash.
Now, before we go about introducing, I want to just mention a quick fact about Pongal Punitha. Now, she aspires to be when she came, and she has been our speaker on the show. So she has came, and myself and Faisal have interviewed her already on the show, and she mesmerized her with the quality of her talk. Now, jumping straight to the drive along the deep dive session that is done by Nambikali Rama. And she's a life transformation coach and an HR expert. So some words from her. Rama?
It's he, Nambiki Rama.
Sorry. Can you bring her on the screen?
Yes, I'm doing it. Okay, over to you, sir. Go ahead.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. And it's very nice to be part of this program. And thank you so much to the Empowerment Talk for being for inviting me, for giving few words about this book. Yes, to my sincere thanks and appreciation to Pongal Punitha Madam for her daily motivation series, which came out well in the form of book and refer to the kind of situation what we are facing, like the pandemic situation. We see so much of negativity side in the life, like whenever you are turning into any media, you are infected not by the COVID positive, but you are infected by various negative news wherever that you are turned around in this kind of situation. So what we need to do something in hand to equip ourselves not to be engaged with the kind of negative thoughts. We should be engaged with us in the positive feeling and happiness. In that category, I definitely recommend this book to everyone. Even as being a coach, I recommend this book to many of my coaches. What I would say that in my schooling days, I used to go with Sivananda readings, and used to go with Siddhananda readings and Ramana Maharishi reading, daily readings. And in this kind of, though, if you go with the millennials, if I'm asking them to go and read Sivananda readings, then I will be getting different feedback from the millennials. But I would suggest people to go with the kind of reading, the daily readings from Pongal Punitha's Dive Deep Within. Definitely it is easy to easy to understand and make some changes in their thought. It is full of positivity, would say about that. If you go deeply within this book, I have repeatedly using the word faith. When I say faith, repeatedly is using the way. About 123 faiths are available. The faith, just had a random check. About 123 times he used the word faith in her entire book. Okay, about 360. And I have some questions for that. When I say faith, it is the basic ingredient to begin a relationship with God. She is highly spiritually grounded woman. She highly spiritually grounded. Her positivity, I would definitely say from her, the belief, the kind of belief that she is having in the God. So
Mr. Rama will come back to you again on the show for the book. We just have to kind of take it. We are really sorry. And so we have 3 swimmers with us. Felicitation by swimmers that are dear friend of that is Percy Fernandez, Lizzie, and Kavita. So you guys can come over and speak some words about the book.
Lizzie?
Percy is coming first, Faisal. Percy is unmuted. Percy, you can unmute. I've sent you a prompt. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll keep it short. Pongal and I, we were together from class 1 to class 5. And I can't tell you how happy I am to know that my class fellow from class 1 to class 5, she's launching a book. I'm incredibly happy. We are from it was not even a small town. It was almost like a small hamlet. Pongal and my father, they belong to the same place, Tuticorin. And I can't tell you, my happiness knows no bounds. And for a classmate, there is no better joy, I should say. And I'm sure, Pongal, your daughters will be extremely happy. So all the very best. Like someone said, I saw in the chat that she is the future president. I'm sure she's got all the qualities of becoming one. I wish her all the very best, Pongal. And I hope you keep writing. Particularly for all those who went to that particular school, Kamalavati Higher Secondary School, in a small place called Sahupuram, who nobody knows actually. It's a great feeling for all of us, and particularly our batch. All the very best, Pongal, for more books and many more to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Percy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Percy. Over to you, Lizzie, an inspired teacher, to say a few words about Punita.
Thank you, Yash. Good evening to the star of the show, Miss Pongal Punita. You are a blessing to this world, and I'm happy for you. So excited for you on the launch of your book, Dive Deep Within. Congratulations, ma'am. It makes me so happy to think about your accomplishment as an author. Friends, I need to tell you something, that I hold the rope of faith when I dive deep into my soul. And the rope of faith is none other than Pongal ma'am. Ma'am, you are a powerhouse of inspiration to the people around you. Love you for that. Your morning messages has always been a source of inspiration and motivation to everyone who receives it. The super powerful affirmations make each and every word of the message penetrate through my soul and gives me immense amount of positivity to start my day with. You know, I keep repeating the affirmations throughout the day, and it protects me as an invisible shield from all the challenges I face during the day. And I must tell you that it's an heavenly experience, and I experience it on a daily basis. Be my sunshine always. May the Almighty continue to bless you with good health and wisdom to serve mankind, sharing the powerful positive energy with this world through your books. Let me conclude my words with the words of Mr. Samir GP. that words are power and words have power. Choose the words wisely. Whatever you say, become a reality. And Pongal ma'am, you have made it real for all of us. Thank you. Love you. Congratulations once again for your book. Your thoughtfulness is a gift I will always treasure. Love you, my sunshine. May God bless you. Thank you.
Obviously a sunshine for all of us too, and being having an international book launch, and I can see that smile on the face of Pongal Punitha. She is coming to talk to you guys. She is very excited to come. But before that, we have Kavita, a childhood friend of hers. She's gonna be speaking some words for her.
Good evening, everybody. I have known Pongal ever since we were giddy-headed teenagers. We were in school together, but I became her close friend when we were in college. Those were the days. And even back in the day, we would always run to her for any words of advice. It could be a difference of opinion with a teacher. It could have been followed with a bosom buddy. It could have been a heartbreak from a crush of those days. She had always the best advice to give us, you know. And the best part of it was we could trust her not to open her mouth about anything to anyone else. So she was always our rock. And we were in hostel together. We would always bring the roof down, and she was there to protect us. She was our shield. It is such an immense emotional moment for me right now to be here felicitating my childhood friend. I am so proud. I'm so happy for you, Pongal. Yeah, after college, life happened, we drifted apart. But again, thanks to social media, we got back in touch, and it's been like we were never apart. We got back in touch and we caught up, and then we've been in touch every single day through her morning messages. So it is
Thank
really
you very much, Ms. Kavita.
And thank you, Pongal, for being a rock star, and keep shining.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kavita. And here I take this pleasure to welcome the lady who has written this book for all of us. We're compiling all those morning rituals and sending it. And what a great movement she has. All childhood friends here, most of them giving her those blessings, and all the 5 a.m. ETalks community, Empowerment Talks community. So over to you, Pongal ma'am, to take us through the book and some short message that you want to give to the community.
Thank you, Yash. Thank you very much. I'm overwhelmed with pronounce to my God, my Tiruchendur Murugan. And I have no words. I fall short of words. My dad is watching it on YouTube. Yes, Appa, I love you. You've been my hero. And you will continue to be my hero, always. And my dear friends, parents, yes, it was my dad's wish that he sent me to an English medium. As Percy said, we are from a very small village, a hamlet. And we were into, like, we traveled 15 miles to go to that school to get this language skills, and our school was one of the best of those times. That gave me the courage, that gave me the basics of the English language to write today. I thank all my teachers. I remember from my Nalini ma'am, my Parmala ma'am, my Muthukutti ma'am, my Atilakshmi ma'am, my everyone, my Raja Singh ma'am, my Rebecca ma'am, my Victor sir, my Theodore sir, my Shaker sir. I remember all my teachers of my primary school because they have done so much impact to my personality on the whole. And then to my classmates, yes, as Percy said, we were a very small number of classmates in the primary school, and we are still intact, and we love each other so much. We support each other. Coming to this writing part, I have a friend named Alamelu who used to send this morning message as Wake Up Happiness Within. I started forwarding her messages to others. I used to little modify here and there as a teacher of English, but I was sending it. It was her spark that made it in me, and I did it. What happened was I was looking into changing that format, and then it moved on to Nambike Rama, who made me do it in a different way, asked me to have my name. So when it happened to be sent in my name, I didn't want it, somebody's writing to go in my name, so I started writing. So thank you, Rama, for that. Next comes this thought of the book, the book has never been there. Like my daughter, my elder daughter, Deepina Sindhu, has been, she was the one who had collected the entire thing. I did not have a copy of whatever I wrote, but she had collected everything. And right now the editing was by done my little one, Girisha, who is also here with us today. So all this was there, and I wanted to release it on my 50th birthday on the 14th of January 2019. But I'm a little lethargic in certain things when it comes to my personal work. So it happened that I didn't do it. But believe me, Yash, Hypnotic Circle, Rama introduced me to Hypnotic Circle. Hypnotic Circle introduced me to Empowerment Talks. Empowerment Talks introduced me to 5am. And Faisal, your mantra, consistency is the key. Yes. Samir made me take those consistent efforts. He pushed me into going into the book, making it. He showed me the publisher, and it all happened. And now within this few months, like I started attending Empowerment Talks from the 15th of June 2020, I started my 5am sessions, attending that. 30th of June, my dear Santosh, yes, my little brother, I had the dream of speaking on an international forum by the 30th of June. And Santosh said, if you will it'll happen. And I willed it, and it happened. Yes, I made my talk. First international talk was on Empowerment Talks on the 30th of June. So everything has started getting into fruition. I wanted to do an international training by the 15th of July. Believe me, I did a training for teachers of Dubai on the 15th of July. I wanted it, and it happened. And my words speak only that. Most of the time, my words are nothing but my self-talk. Everything has been like, whatever I wanted to tell that day, I started to write. And now after getting into Empowerment Talks, Dr. Muller, she started telling me, ma'am, why don't you add an affirmation to it? So for the past 1 month, I've been adding an affirmation to it. And thank you, Dr. Muller, for that. And you will see the beautiful wrapper design. Again, it's so lovely to have this blue, the deep blue inside, which is again done by Annie, one of my, my friends who designed it is Annie for me for the past 15 years or so. My dear friends, it is as Rama said, everywhere it's negativity. But then what do we attract? Whatever we may emit, we attract. And what are we emitting? Here, this 5am Club, Empowerment Talks, Bookery Show, whatever, all these people doing selfless job. Jayashri, I will never forget you. My Powerful Phoenix Mastermind Group, I'll never forget you. Rai, I can just not leave you without mentioning. So many people here in this team who's been pushing me. Like I was a little sick, I didn't want to come in, but my Powerful Phoenix did not allow me to stop coming. My dear friends, have your friends with you to push you. Like here we have a lot of accountability partners who make us do our things, and we are pushed into doing things. And yes, with this conviction, yes, I will be addressing you all, probably meeting you in Dubai, or you coming to Rashtrapati Bhavan. We'll meet again as the President of India. Before that, CM of Tamil Nadu, at least one tenure as the CM of Tamil Nadu, and then going into, I have another bigger dream, which is again on its way. Probably another talk of mine. I'll share that once it happens. CM of Tamil Nadu, probably next tenure, and then this President of India. Yes, we will meet again. Be positive, spread positivity. You will attract that. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we are very much blessed that if you happen to become, and you will become the CM of Tamil Nadu, and you will become the future President of India. And if we get a short mention in your biography, that will make the life for us. So thank you very much. And for everybody.
One page, one chapter about this, Yash, one chapter on Empowerment Talks. Because it's a very big transformation that has happened here during these past few months.
you want to quickly tell you what Pungal has said, the mastermind group, the 5 a.m. club, all of these things, that's where we push you to achieve your goals. We push you to go and do that gratitude journaling, affirmations. We put you into that groups that will push you, accountability partner, habit tracking partner. So if you want to become part of Empowerment Talks community, the chat box, there is links. So go and check there and join our community. And that's where, like, if we can get a book launch empowered by somewhere, we as a community have pushed her to have a book launch, God knows what can happen in your life. Over to you, Shafat, to take us through some more songs and to end this musical show for us.
Okay, so I'm not playing the track because we are experiencing a bit of a lag.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna sing. I'm
Try it
singing
if it works.
Ye Dosti from Sholay.
Okay.
If you know the lyrics, please join me. Although you're gonna be mute.
So this song is for all Empowerment Talks community members who are here, and we just don't want to leave you guys without listening to this song.
ये दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे ये दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे मेरी जीत तेरी हार मेरी हार सुन ले मेरे यार तेरा गम मेरा गम तेरी जान मेरी जान ऐसा अपना प्यार ये दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे. Thank you guys.
We have one more track, Shafat?
Yeah.
So we'll not leave this dosti even after we complete our 150 episodes. We'll still continue to grow the community. So stay tuned, guys. We have some amazing lineup of speakers coming in for our next 50 episodes.
Okay, the next song I'm gonna sing is Pehli Nazar Mein from Race 2, sung by Atif Aslam. पहली नजर में कैसा जादू कर दिया तेरा बन बैठा है मेरा जिया जाने क्या होगा क्या पता इस पल को मिलके आज ही ले जरा मैं हूँ यहाँ तू है यहाँ मेरी बाहों में आ भी जा ओ जाने जा दोनों जहाँ मेरी बाहों में आ भूल जा ओ जाने जा दोनों जहाँ मेरी बाहों में आ भूल जा baby I love you baby I love you baby I love you I love you so much baby I love you.
Thank you very much, Shafat, for your amazing voice. And we'll you just made the evening for us. The missing element of the fun of the music was there. So give a shout out to Shafat and follow him on Instagram. We're gonna be seeing if Shafat is around. We can have one more track later, but we have a very special segment that is for all the things that have happened for the show. We have a person who's gonna be doing the vote of thanks session for Mr. Pawan, for Pongal Punita ma'am, and for Shafat Ali. So I'll just quickly.
Ankit, go ahead.
Just one second, Ankit. I'm just putting you up. Okay. So before that, there is something from our side that is for congratulating the Pongal Punita ma'am from a. We cannot give you the physical bouquet, but we can make sure that we can give you the virtual bouquet. So this is from all of us from Empowerment Talks community, a virtual bouquet for you for the launch of your book. So congratulations for that. And we have a more of thanks session from none other than another member from Empowerment Talks. He has been a constant member for all our community members. Mr. Ankit, he's a passionate banker, MBA in finance, former member of an NGO, and he will just brief the session of what will happen on the show for you to have concrete takeaways from today's session. Over to you, Ankit.
Thank you, Yash. Thank you for the kind introduction. Good evening, everyone. 150. What a power pack session it was. So, Pawanji, I would start with you. मी आपले मनापासून आभार मानतो आहे की आपण आज येथे आला. आपल्या कार्याने हे सिद्ध केलं आहे की फक्त पुस्तकाचे होऊनच पुढे जायला येत नाही, पण स्मार्ट वर्क जरी केलं तर पुढे जाऊ शकतो. So just to translate that for my friends, it's not about books and degrees that can take you further in life, but it's about hard work and passion. 130 years, that's what it takes for an organization to have a Six Sigma. 130 years. Can you believe that? Can you beat that? One mistake per 60 million? Wow. That's what the Mumbai Dabbawala stand for. And that's what Mr. Pawan had to share with us today. Wonderful. Consistency and passion. 2 words. These 2 words can lead you anywhere in life if you seriously make them a motto. Get up each day and be consistent. Work towards your goal and be passionate about what you're doing. Everything is with you. Everyone will be with you. God is with you. He has used a mix of Hindi and English and give us many anecdotes about life, work, and how the journey has been for the Dabbawalas. So when he said, no extra money to be charged for any extra service. Wow. You need your salary to reach home, put it in Dabba and it will reach home. Wonderful, right? I mean, you could not think of an Amazon or Paytm doing that, correct? They can't beat that today. Their parcels get missed even today, but these guys, whatever it was, whenever the train was running in Mumbai, they were there, no matter whatever it is. Bad rains, hot summer, or cold winter night, they were there. So I've been one of the recipients of the service, and I can vouch for the delivery, the commitment that these guys have, and the awesome teamwork. So probably he did not touch upon how the network is established, but friends, I would want you to Google up and see the YouTube videos. Wonderful. The way they have this whole chain whereby it does not miss a single day and the tiffin reaches me and goes back to my home, period. You will think that, Mumbai can come to a standstill, but the Dabbawalas will not stop. Your tiffin will come. Awesome. His message in the end was, youth should work from ground level, persevere and success. These 2 things would make you grow in life. Work for work, not for money. If you work for work, that becomes fun. And when it becomes fun, you don't really get bored. And if you're not bored, you're there for life attached to it. So work for work, that was another message from him. Your father and your mother, your parents are your real creators, and you are another version of them. So whatever you have achieved, be thankful, be grateful. Last line that he said was really awesome. God has chosen you to do something. Do it passionately. Whatever you're doing, Yash, Faisal, the entire ETalks team, 5 a.m. team, mastermind team, eBookery, everything, and all the people who are working behind the scenes for putting all this thing together, it's not a coincidence. It's not an accident. Somewhere, some things are written and they are bound to appear. Wonderful session by him. So probably I'll just conclude the Thanksgiving to him by one more शायरी. मत सोच कि तेरा सपना क्यों पूरा नहीं होता, हिम्मत वालों का इरादा कभी अधूरा नहीं होता. जिस इंसान के कर्म अच्छे होते हैं उसके जीवन में कभी अंधेरा नहीं होता. Go out there and life will be waiting. It will shine upon you. We had this followed by Pongal Puneta. Wow, another power pack session. Ma'am, you've done wonders. We've known you for a short time after you joined, probably from the ETalks and then 5 a.m., then Mastermind. But here is an example of what change can be and what change can do to people. If you're consistent, which is the theme and the basic idea of the entire shows that we've been running over here, if you're consistent, results are in front of you. As Nambike said, 123 times the word faith was used in this book. 1, 2, 3. Can you beat that? Faith. I mean, how many lines can you make up with faith? And she has used that word 123 times in this book. Dive deep within. The meaning itself is, curiosity arises by reading at the title itself. What would that be in that book? So positivity is what Nambike indicated. I'm surely looking forward to that. Percy mentioned that they come from a small hamlet. Well, if an hamlet can do so much of magic, we should all go back there. Lizzie said that she is her rope of faith. Wow. Words are power. And Lizzie, thank you for those words. Kavita was lost in her old friendship that she was trying to revive. Finally, Pongal. 15 miles to study. And so many years you have not forgotten those lessons learned in school. Hard way or the easy way, but they have come back and made you what you are. It's a family book, I would say, written by a daughter, launched by a father, compiled by the elder daughter of the author, and edited by the younger daughter of the author. So wow, what a combination. So a family book all put together. Wonderful. Thank you so much for gracing this occasion and launching this book with us. You're part of family, so these words are for you, and really thankful for being here. Shafat, I purposely put you on last. One good thing about music is when it hits you, you don't feel any pain. You get that? From Dil Diya Galla to Chandni Ho Tum. Wow. And Ye Dosti. What a way to end it. Superb. I'll end my thanksgiving to all the audience and the speakers who graced the occasion today. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to imagination, and life to everything. So wonderful, Yash, Faisal, and the entire team. What a power pack show that was put up across 150. I had the opportunity to do Thanksgiving even at the 50th episode and now at the 150th episode. Thank you for this opportunity, and I hope that we keep on adding more and more zeros after 150 and keep on celebrating our success together. Thank you.
Before you guys, thank you very much, Ankit. That was very well briefed, and we have something for Dr. Pawan for all the roles. So this is it. 1 second. Thank you, Dr. Pawan Agarwal, for coming to the show and doing the wonderful gesture of empowering our audience on 150th audience. So thank you very much. We are forever grateful for your support. And guys, please check it out, the organizations that Mr. Pawan is part of. If you can help it through some donations, or you can promote his organizations in your platforms like Hypnotic Circle and all, that will do a very much help for this thing. And thank you, Ms. Pongal Punita, for coming on the show and launching the book. And thank you, Shafat Ali, for performing us all live on the show and accepting our invitation on the last moment. So thank you very much, all the three of you, for coming and doing this thing for us. And thank you, Ankit, for the wonderful vote of thanks session. Shafat, if you have time, we can have one more song and that will conclude the thing for us, if you have, or we can.
Okay, the last song I'm going to sing is from the movie Kalank, the Kalank's title track.
You are putting up the music or not? Please put the music.
I'm not. It is lagging now.
No, we can sing along if you put music.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay, guys, don't judge the quality of Shafat singing on this song, because this we are singing together. So he's already proved his worth on the show. So even if the lagging is there, that's because of the internet. So go on and sing along this song. This is the last track of the day, and we'll go about concluding the session in a minute from now.
हवाओं में बहेंगे, घटाओं में रहेंगे, तू बरखा मेरी, मैं तेरा बादल पिया। जो तेरे ना हुए तो किसी के ना रहेंगे, दीवानी तू मेरी, मैं तेरा पागल पिया। हजारों में किसी को तकदीर ऐसी मिली है, एक रांझा और हीर जैसी। न जाने ये ज़माना तू चाहे रे मिटाना, कलंक नहीं इश्क है काजल पिया। कलंक नहीं इश्क है काजल पिया। मैं तेरा, मैं तेरा, मैं तेरा, मैं तेरा, मैं तेरा, मैं तेरा, मैं तेरा मुसाफिर, मैं भटका तू मेरा बसेरा। मैं तेरा, ओ मैं तेरा, जुगनू चमकता मैं जंगल घनेरा। मैं तेरा,
Thank you very much, Shafat, for this lovely, lovely performance. And here it is, to a very heavy heart, I would have to say that. I don't want to leave you guys, but we all have time commitments. So we would have to conclude our 150th episode. So Empowerment Talks is the community where you engage, where you evolve, and where you inspire with the business leaders, with the influencers, opinion shapers, and from all around the world. So do connect with us on the WhatsApp. The links are there on the chat box. Join us on the WhatsApp. If you can note down or take the screenshot of this, that would work. So please spread, please spread the vibes about our community to the people around us, because this is the community that inspires. Follow us on Instagram, and wanna take your life to the next level, go on there on YouTube and do subscribe to our YouTube channels, and that is all there. So thank you guys. 150 was a journey for us. And we will still continue to do this journey. We'll still continue to empower more and more lives through this platform. And we are forever grateful for all the support that you guys have given for this community to scale to this level. There have been some ups and downs in this journey, but every single moment we have enjoyed on this journey. Though we have plans for scaling this community, we'll be starting some new segments on the show, and I would love to announce that we will soon be jumping into ET debates. That's the announcement from my side. We'll be going into ET debates, and I could be that Arnab Goswami for you guys to have your opinions there. So we'll be soon starting that segment. So stay tuned for that. And it is coming on Empowerment Talks. Probably every Friday we'll be doing it. And I am making this commitment to you guys because I want to publicly commit it so that I go and do it. Otherwise, I'll not do it. So stay tuned. And if you want to take part in the debates, do reach out to us. So that's the new segment. And then soon, because the entertainment has been scaling, so we'll be moving to ET entertainments as well. So stay tuned. This community is scaling. And thank you, Shafat. Thank you, Pongal. And thank you, everybody, for joining us on the show today. Thank you. And my last and excellent words is be excellent to the universe. That's what I want to say to all of you guys. Thank you very much.